My shoulder? First game, but I'm good though. Like I said, I feel good, ready to go.
What do you see facing a talented recruit from LSU? What do you see out of him?
Yeah, great player. Get a lot of targets on their team. Good after the catch. Got good hands. So yeah, they got some pretty good receivers over there that we gonna have to account for.
Kevin mentioned today the 0-2 for New York is very deceiving when he looks at the Giants. Do you agree with that? And just when you look at Daniel Jones and that offense, what do you see?
Yeah, they're a good offense. I mean, the season just started, so I mean, you can't look at that and say, oh, they're 0-2 team, they're a bad team. I don't think they're a bad team. They're capable of winning games. They lost a close one last week that they definitely could have won. So, like I said, we got our work cut out in front of us, and I think we'll be ready.
Same thing for you, MJ. Just what do you see when you look at Daniel Jones and that Giants offense on film, and just what type of challenge are they going to present for you this week?
Talented quarterback, dual threat. He's not afraid to run the ball at all. They like to get big, max up, take shots. Good receivers. I'm excited for the challenge.
So, after all the talk about playing defense at home versus the road, you had your first road game. It was a pretty good one. Do you think the problem solved?
Well, we're just trying to build on top of it, really. So, yeah, we're hoping it is. But, yeah, we're just trying to build on top. We got our first win of the season, so we're trying to find out how to go get that second win.
How about you?
I'll say just one game at a time, controlling what we control, and that's doing our 111, doing our job, and we'll be just fine as long as everybody on the same page, communication, and we're working together.
What can coming off a game like that, though, do for you guys? It's one thing to talk about it, answer the questions about it, but to go out and do it, put a game away late. You guys were the ones on the field at the very end that had to slam the door. So what can that do for you guys overall for this season?
Yeah, it's huge. Definitely a confidence booster. And like I said before, we work those situations all the time, like being able to go out there in final minutes of the game and trying to close the game out, and we were able to go out and execute that. So just build on top of that, being in the situations and getting comfortable with it, and just being ready for it once it comes again during the season.
MJ, did you get a good look at that Hail Mary in replay? Did it hit the tight end's hands? Did it hit the receiver's hands?
To be honest, it happened so fast, but I feel like he had a chance. I would say he had a chance maybe to come down with it, but nah, I don't think it hit his hands. I think it hit his body, though. I think it did.
But neither you or, was it Cloud?
Rocket.
Hickman?
Yeah.
Got a hand on the ball.
Yeah, he got a hand on the ball.
Oh, wait a minute. He did?
Nah, he did.
Hickman did?
Yeah, he did. It was like a sandwich, basically.
After it hit the
I hit him low, he hit him high.
After it hit the receiver's body, though?
Yes.
There was a story this week just kind of pointing out how in the first 2 weeks of the season, teams aren't throwing deep. I know you would disagree with that because you've had to defend some deep throws, but just overall, when based on what you have seen, is there some validity behind that the throws are getting a little shorter from offenses?
Yeah, like I said, I probably wouldn't necessarily agree with that. But and seeing this team that we about to play this week, they look like they took a few shots on the outside. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that one.
How much do you enjoy both of you when they do take the shot? Like, do you take it personally, like, oh, they're going to come after me now type thing?
No, I love it. I invite all action, all balls being thrown my way. I'm looking to go make plays on the ball and help my team. So I look forward to when they try to come at me or take a shot and throw it deeper, wherever the ball is at. So I'm just looking to attack that ball.
How about you, MJ?
I agree, totally. Everything he just said, I agree 100%. We out there just make our plays, honestly. So if it's quick passes, deep throws, whatever it is, we on the field, to make that play. So, I love a deep ball. It's a chance to go attack the ball and pause. It's a chance to go attack the ball and give it back to our offense. So, yeah, we love those passes.
Denzel, I'm sorry if they asked you this already, but the new helmet, just like 2 games in that you're wearing, how playing in it and everything.
I feel great. I feel like it's giving me some superpowers, and I'm making a lot more plays in it. So, no, it's a good helmet. It's comfortable. I like it so far, so I've been enjoying it.
Do you still feel like you don't want to wear the Guardian cap on top of that for right now? Are you still thinking about it at all, even at this point?
Not really. I mean, not really. I feel good in it. It's definitely higher up on the list of helmets. Like, it's better than my helmet that I was wearing before. But yeah, I don't really feel it's a necessity right now for me to wear that.
What's different about it? Is there more padding inside?
Yeah. I think the padding is more specialized towards for my head and
Custom fit.
more of a custom fit, exactly.
You've been very open about answering questions about that. Just what was your reaction to the Tua situation and the fact that they kind of took the questions away for the next couple of weeks by putting in on IR so you could just have some space?
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I mean, concussions are serious, and you hate to see him in this game, and I hate to see him for Tua, and just wishing the best for him. And yeah, just to see what come from it, but just wishing the best for him, really.
MJ, the near interception you had, did your knee hit the ball out of your hands? Or what happened? You remember the play?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Honestly, I just got to catch the ball first and stop instead of just trying to run with it. Yeah, it was a low pass. Had possession, but not full control of the ball. And when I caught the ball, when I hit the ground, I tried to turn over and just spin and just run, like get up and run, and I knocked the ball out.
We go find him for that. We finding him for that drop interception. Yeah.
So you said you should have had 3 the first game. He should have had 1 there. How do you avoid not like really trying and getting out of your fundamentals to try to make a play rather than let it come to you? Right? Isn't that what the coach preached, to let the plays come to you?
Yeah, I think we're just playing our technique, and the plays are coming to us. And I think the biggest thing for us is we just got to go and finish them. Go finish those plays, come away with the interception, and take the ball away for our team.
Yeah, I would agree. Just making those game-changing plays, just being an impact, for this team in a positive way. When we get our hands on the ball, it's ours. That's what we say, So we got to find a way to turn those PBUs into interceptions, and we'll be in great shape. We can do that.
For both of you, relate neighbors, like what kind of challenge does he pose as their top rookie in the pass game right now?
I would say he's a great receiver right now. He's young, I feel like he's still figuring it out. But just as a raw athlete out there, through the 2 games I watched, he's a pretty good athlete. He's not scared to compete. He's physical at the point of the catch point. So he's a great young receiver, man. I'm excited to play against him and looking forward to him.
What is it about LSU receivers? You guys have faced 2 rookie LSU receivers in the last 2 weeks with shooting.
Probably, I would just say production. I mean, their receiver group, recruiting, all that. LSU has some good receivers in the past, and they keep producing them. So, yeah, that's what I would say.
First road game, defense played well. Problem solved?
Well, again, the season's not over, so as long as we still have games to go, the focus will be on those games, and the focus will be on the next game. So, again, we have a home game coming up, and then we have to continue to correct the mistakes as it keeps going. Like we had some mistakes, the last game as well. So it's just about continuing to refine ourselves as we go.
I mean, that whole home versus road thing, this was the first test of it in the past.
The first test, yes. So, I mean, can't go in the past, so yes, that is a pass. But as we go, again, we still have mistakes. Obviously, we want to hold the offense as much as we can to 0 points. So as long as we don't do that, there's something to correct.
How did it go wearing the Guardians cap? Are you happy that you wore it? And maybe if you could just kind of run through again, why did you want to wear it? Did Tua have anything to do with it? And will you wear it again?
All right, I mean, I think I was more like curious than anything. I know that it's something that you can wear. I believe I did wear another cap the first time of the first game. I had a different one. Not that cap, but I think cap, but I meant helmet. I had a different helmet the first game, and I had one of the hits, and I was like, okay, like this is nice, but I want to like get in there and I absolutely feel nothing. And I think that, to be honest, I had a good time.
Is that the same size as the ones that you guys wear in practice?
I'm not sure actually. I didn't check much in detail, but it looked big, didn't it? Yeah, it looked big.
So will you wear it again? And will you wear it again?
Yeah, I'll wear it again.
Continue to wear it.
I'll continue to wear it until it starts to slip off or something like that. We'll see.
Why do you think guys are reluctant to wear it? Is it as much a vanity thing as it is like?
Well, I think it's a like football has a very like primal kind of like war feel to it, and start to put like little shielders on. It kind of seems like, guys already kind of get on me because like I'll be wearing like elbow pads. I'm like, yo, your elbow's not hurt. And it's like, yeah, I'm just preventative wise. And I'll be wearing like shin pads and stuff like that. So that's just kind of been my vibration. Is I like to have a lot of things on while I play, just to, again, I had those issues the first 2 years, dealing with injuries, so I wanted to find something that kind of worked for me. So.
Is it heavier?
No, it is heavier for sure. Yeah, it is heavier.
Do you think Tua's situation is going to change the way guys feel about it around the league? I don't know if you guys have had that kind of conversation.
Well, as a team, we haven't had the conversation, but I believe that, that's always kind of the case, right? Like the more cases you see of certain things dealing with the head, the more the league may try to, mandate it, or maybe, coaches may say, recommend it more depending on really the situation that's at hand. So we'll see. It was good for me. I'm sure that we'll have other guys continue to try it as, the year goes on, and whether it looks cool or not, I think it looks better with our helmet than it does with any other helmet. But,
and
yeah.
do you feel like, you take such good care of your body in every single way, and you care so much about health and natural healing and all that kind of stuff. Is this such a preventative thing for you to make sure that when you're done with this game of football that you have your faculties intact and that you're still good to go with everything?
Yeah, of course the focus is, the here and the now, but then we also, as men, as people, as humans, we also have to plan for the future and things like that. So I think that, wearing a guarding cap, part of that was the decision, right? Like, to make sure I could find ways to preserve myself at the highest capacity. So, yeah.
How's Daniel Jones make your life difficult when you watch him on film?
Well, anytime you have a quarterback that can use his legs like he can, I'm sure that, obviously it's an issue for us. We're going to try to key in as much as we can, on making sure that we can limit his possibilities. But they had a lot of quarterback runs, just like, catch run type of deal. So, it's an interesting, way of play, but we'll continue to, I guess, find ways to try to minimize it as much as possible.
He had ACL surgery in November, but is he still running?
Yeah, interesting enough, I think he's, 9 months? Yeah, 9 months, somewhere in there, off of the ACL. But it seems like he's still fast to me. I don't know, maybe, have you guys watched him?
No. So the two games that you looked at, he didn't look like he had surgery?
No, I'm not going to say that, again, it's like, if anything, it's a step slower. It's not like, he used to be like super, super explosive, but now.
But he's not reluctant.
He's still a running quarterback, yes. Yeah. And they're not afraid to run him either, so.
Just in terms of the analytics, and I don't know if you are aware of any of these or if you see any of these, but just your own, speed off the ball and getting into the backfield, you're just playing really crazy fast. Are you aware of that, and is that a point of emphasis for you each week to maybe improve on those numbers?
Yeah, not necessarily a point of emphasis. I think my emphasis is just to learn the game more. As I'm in there with Coach Tarr, Coach Schwartz, just being able to key in on some of the things I can see maybe with the O-line or the D-line or something that the quarterback does that allow me to play a bit more faster, as well as Coach Schwartz putting in different things with the line, maybe some rotations, maybe some shifts and things like that help the linebackers and the safeties kind of get in faster. So it's all a collective effort, but I think the emphasis is just finding out ways to learn the game more and to find those keys.
Jeremiah, on that safety, Jim threw out 4 edge rushers in front of you on that line. I think it was Darius, Alex, Miles, and Obo. And he's done that a few times this year. When you have those 4 guys in front of you, what does that do for you? How does that open things up?
Anybody that has those guys in front of them, it'll make the job a lot easier, again, with the double teams. And sometimes with the pulls, the traps, it's very difficult for linebackers, to see those traps, the whams and things like that. So, when you have a good D lineman, that can always ease that burden. It's not necessarily really just a crazy burden, but it's a lot sometimes when, you may not, see the line kind of go this way. You kind of can't see sometimes. But, I think it's good that, we do have those guys and they continue to be have the impact that they have had, helps out a lot.
Is there a nickname for that package? Or that was when those 4 guys went out there?
Yeah, it's dime, They may shift some stuff up, but it's just third down kind of. Yeah.
Just 2 games, but do you feel like you're playing as well as you finished last year, that you're off to a good start?
I wouldn't say that I'm off to like a spectacular start. I still have stuff to fix, basic stuff to fix too. Like, a lot of those fundamental things that I was, really trying to hone in on last year and continue to grow off of. I think some of those things can be, even better this year, and that's kind of like my focus. Just make sure I'm more patient, not guessing. Making sure that I'm not seeing too little or seeing too much. I think that's kind of like what my emphasis is, and just trying to find that middle ground and tempo myself.
What's that balance for you?
A couple more.
Not guessing, but you think you have something and you want to go make a play.
But I think that's what every great player has to make a decision on, is that, hey, look, if I got a guy, it's one-on-one, and the guy's, coming around on the sweep or something like that, and I got, a lineman coming up, I got to make sure that, I either take a shot inside or I take a shot, outside, and then, you just have to, live with the results. But again, you have things and things that you've seen on film that will allow you to make some of those shots, versus if you're really guessing off of stuff that you haven't seen. That's kind of when it becomes detrimental. But every great player can make those kind of like jump at the ball, go based upon the things that they've studied.
When you make those plays, when you choose wrong, or you get I guess fooled in a way.
Yeah.
What are those conversations like though with Jim afterwards? Because I'm sure at some level he's like glad that you were aggressive. And it's
yeah, I mean,
at the same time, you would've made the right
yeah, I think it varies. It varies depending on how much did it hurt us. If it's a touchdown, it's up. But if it's a 2-yard gain, we kind of live with it, right? So I think that again, the honing in of what we're trying to make sure is that we limit those mistakes. But at the end of the day, it's football, and we fly around, we make decisions, and we got to live with those decisions.
What do you make of all these penalties this team's making?
Well, again, we have to correct them. That's literally what we just spoke about, just correcting mistakes. Whatever you see, on the film that, we see guys jumping, or you may see guys, not, necessarily playing with proper technique, we have to just correct those mistakes. And, as we go on, it'll get better.
A lot of them in Jacksonville happen in the fourth quarter. Is it mental fatigue as much as anything, do you think?
I mean, possibly. I mean, again, could be a couple factors. We all are just trying to find ways to just minimize those penalties, minimize those mistakes. But I would say that again, I don't think it's a fourth or first or third. I think it's just more so of us just being solid and just being balanced.
The coach said everyone watched as a team every one of the penalties so far this year. Does that happen every week, or is that just because you're leading the league in penalties?
Yeah, I mean, we all watch film, so we would have had to see it. But no, again, the honing in on what coach is saying is just making sure that everybody is aware of these things, that it doesn't happen again. Again, you bring things to awareness when you don't want them to be repeated. So he's making it an emphasis that we correct those things.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Thank you.